Body in the back, laying on the cold ground. I ain't going back. I might end up in the coffin. You can scare me. They be bluffing. I got reasons to fuck up every night and get a chance every morning.
Okay, yes, that was the final part, but we have a bonus. In 2020, as the world changed, Justin Bieber postponed his tour due to the coronavirus health crisis. He invited cameras back into his home to document these unexpected past 8 months. What I would something-year-old... What I would tell my something-year-old, like, as a younger self, probably.
What do you think people will be most interested to know that you did during quarantine?
So many people in quarantine lost their jobs. So many people don't have the privilege to work, right? And I have these doors that have opened for me to actually work, which I feel is an honor and a privilege. And so I want to do my best with this opportunity to create stuff that will inspire and give them an insight and maybe some cool different perspective too.
Why were you willing to go and be like, hey, let's have cameras back. Let's pick this up where we left off. Why do you think that your fans would love that so much?
First of all, people love a happy ending. People love to see people rise to the occasion. I just feel like right now it's a really happy season. And I want people to get an inside look of this guy really is just a human who's just figuring it out like you and me.
We're all just human. Just depends on like who's a good person and who's not, or who you see as a good person or who's not, online or offline. Because, like, no one's not.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. What's up, guys? Are these new? Damn, these are fire.
Justin Bieber, the next check.
What are we doing here?
Just getting a little COVID test.
You want to swap?
Yeah, I'll swap it out.
Let's get it
Can
going.
I swap myself?
Yeah. There you go. 3, 2.
That shit hurts, dude.
Boom.
Just place that in there. We're good to go.
My guy, Daniel C.
You ended up having to cancel the tour. Where did your head go?
Obviously, I was excited to perform. I love performing. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I love using what I'm good at to make other people smile and make other people happy. But you just gotta release that control to God. Trust that his plan is better than our plan. I either was going to sit around and mope about it and be depressed, or use that time to say, you know what, this is not the plan, but I can work on this in my life. Let me work on my relationship with my wife.
During quarantine, most couples are having more trouble than prior.
How'd it go? So good. Perfect. Couldn't have gone better.
Oscar! What more do you have to do?
I just have to do liners.
And then you're done?
Yeah.
Your favorite.
Cute. Are we going on a dinner date?
We can.
Yo.
Divorce rates went up. You went the exact opposite direction. Why is that?
Her and I have really big lives. And Haley's such a driven person. I'm such a driven person. So it allowed us to take a step back and focus on each other. That was actually really a beautiful thing.
Preach what you already practiced. What?
Our cover.
Let me see. That's the cover? Wow, it's out?
Mm-hmm. It says, my heart is where my wife is.
That's pretty.
Haley really empowers me and enables me to feel like, Justin, I love you for you. You are enough. And that enables me to go into my workspace and be confident and feel like I'm enough. And I think we're just learning how to navigate the relationship. I mean, we're now 2 years in.
Congrats, you two.
You already know, baby. I made her a Bieber, had to wipe it down. You already know, baby. I'm glad we made room for those moments. We still throughout all that night, we had that moment where we stopped and we were just having a moment.
It was so fun, yeah. I look back on that time and we both really enjoyed our wedding. We had a lot of fun. I always think if we were to have done our wedding in the place we're in now as opposed to then or even the year before that, what would have been different? And I just think that both of us continue to just become healthier people from that moment forward.
Quarantine forced you and I to address some things head on.
The more time you spend with somebody, the more you learn about each other, and quarantine especially, all you have is time with each other.
It's so hard to show your weakness, but acknowledging your weakness allows you to grow. Here, get a seat. I have to hop on a movie. Oh, okay. All right. You want bacon? Bacon?
Thanks, baby.
We continue to just show one another that, you know, you're my priority. You continue to remind me I'm your priority. And I think time, like you continue to say, shows that. It allows us to continue to see each other's heart, you know, and see, okay, this person has my best interest. And we're building a life, and we have something to look forward to, and it's growth, and it's hope, and it's all the things that I think we all crave as individuals. It's incredible, and I love you.
Me too.
You also got a new tattoo. What's the meaning behind the rose?
I think the thorns symbolize the rough spots in my life. The flower is such a representation of beauty.
You don't have that much more real estate left.
Yeah, so I think I'm done on my neck. That's a Haley request. My back is still pretty open, and I don't have kids yet, and so I'm thinking of getting their portraits on my back. There's something powerful that happens when you commit to someone in front of all your friends and family before God, under oath. It's a crazy thing. Like, something really does switch.
Pastor Judah Smith, you conducted the ceremony today. Anything you'd like to share with the bride and groom?
Oh my God, I love you guys so much, and this celebration and this party is really, really special.
Judah is my pastor, but he's also a brother. Yeah, I just say, you're my pastor and you're my brother. That's pretty much it. It's one of the most amazing things is just how much you value your family, how much you value your wife. And that's the kind of man I want to be. I want to be a man who adds value to his family and his wife. So thank you for being that example for me.
Thanks for saying that.
For sure.
Marriage is just difficult in general. And what's added in your relationship is obviously the pressure of the perception of people that actually don't know the details and want to know the details, and so they project on you.
I always want to let people know, you know, we are on a journey. We're so not perfect. We are working on our relationship, and we want the best for one another, but we're gonna snap on one another. We're gonna say the wrong thing and be hurtful sometimes.
As you do in any relationship. Yeah. Parents, siblings, friends.
Sometimes a good fight is good for a marriage, by the way. You know, it's like tell each other the truth, like, well, that bothered me too, you know? And I think you guys fight fair and you fight well. And there are aspects of 2 years that you're still gonna deal with in 21 years. I hope that's not discouraging, but it's like, it's that dance, and the music changes without knowing, and the only goal is just to keep dancing. Sure, all the cameras are here, but this is absolutely who you guys are. You know, as we're doing this right now, this is not something you have to put on. I just want to celebrate that in the two of you.
I said it best in the Holy song. I don't do well with the drama. And no, I can't stand it being fake. I just can't stand fake stuff. I never have. I've never been able to be in a room with people who are I just want to be me.
The biggest thing about me that I want is to have my family's back, the people I care about, that I love, my friends back, and like support people and uplift people. And, you know, that's something I feel like he does really well too.
You really have kept the same inner circle.
Yeah, I think that all of my relationships are better than they've been in a very long time.
That was great execution, boys. That's what you call good basketball.
Guarantee I shoot that ball, it's gonna hit the rim and then it's gonna go over the fence and go down the hill.
It's not stuff, success, things. It doesn't bring the fulfillment that we
7 years ago it may have been better, but like nowadays.
Relationship. Real secure people add value to people. Real secure people uplift people. Real secure people lead with love and humility. That's what we want. We want our friends and our family to have that disposition towards us. I want to continue to just like learn and grow, and
you make that a priority. I love that about you.
I think a lot of people in life feel like they have to put on a front because maybe who they are isn't good enough. I want to be the type of person and leader who can tell people you don't have to put on a front. You don't have to act a certain way. Who you are is enough. Yo! So we're gonna start talking a little bit about the creative for SNL, and you had some really good ideas.
You could have this beautiful blue overhead light that's over them, and then on the left and right, you have these lights that are just scanning through the set that are like an orange.
The stage, and we and at the end it's like spotlight at the end, like on the stage. So we'd have to time it out in rehearsals, like perfect.
A simple light, and then maybe we light Benny in the background on the piano. He's been playing the whole time for you. That could be dope.
I think that's it. We got it.
Oh man. I wanted to make something that was going to be empowering, and Chance and I's hearts aligned in what we want to accomplish.
What was it? Is it a 4-bar count-in?
Both of us are in a place in our lives that we want to show this message of hope. I hear a lot about sin. I have this hope in my relationship with God. I have this hope with my relationship with my wife. The way you hold me feels so holy. It's talking about that significant other. Well, a lot of people who may come from a broken family or might come from a family that they're now like, oh, I don't want to get married because of X, Y, Z. And it's like, if Justin can do it, if Chance is talking about how beautiful this unity is, then maybe I can do it, you know?
I'm a believer, my heart is fleshy. Life is short with the temper, like Joe Pesci. They wanna come and sing your praises, your name is catchy. They don't see you how I see you, Parlay and Desi. Tweet, Hesse, he get the jet speed.
Those guys are so hard.
Oh my God. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy.
Just go.
So you don't use this?
You do. You pedal in that.
They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say, don't go crushing!
I think there's something really beautiful about aging.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the fact that it's like, it's definite. Like, you don't unage, you know what I mean? You
One thing you know for sure is you're gonna age, you're gonna die.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I was thinking the other day, I was really like, I'm in the best place in my whole life right now. Like, I'm the most fulfilled, I feel the most stable, I feel the most secure, I feel the most confident. I feel so just at peace for the first time in my life. I don't feel like I'm striving. I feel like I know who God's called me to be, where I am, where I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in the plans of God. And like, that's so, the assurance of that is amazing. I love you for real, for real.
When you go back and you look at old, for most people it's home videos, for you it's documentaries and all these different things, that there's consistency.
Right. All the people who were there during the time when I was 15 and trying to figure it all out, and I was like they're still in my life. And I just think like there's something cool about saying like, hey, how did you feel during this time? Do you remember?
There we go.
Everybody knows my name now, but something about it still feels strange. Like looking in a mirror, trying to steady yourself and seeing somebody else.
I was so surrounded, millions of people in the audience, but I still felt lonely. I still felt misunderstood. I still felt hurt.
Maybe when I'm older, it'll all calm down, but it's killing me now.
I actually teared up in that video when I was watching Jacob Tremblay, who's an incredible young actor, play me. I just had no idea what was to come. I had no idea that this life would take me by storm. I had no idea that I would just get sucked up by all of this stuff.
And that's
That's exactly how I feel, you know, and it's definitely super, super rough to watch and go back and stuff. But when I first started, you know, everyone's always telling me, you know, now like go get a job, da 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 da. And I feel like we'll come back to it. But right now, like, it's the more people tell me, the less I want to do it. But it's like back then, I always had this imagination, you know, like I was in like little grades, like, you know, middle school. Let's start like the start of middle school. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to high school, I'm gonna go to college, I'm like living life right now with my friends, you know, I'm gonna get a job and I'm gonna work at, I think I wanted to work at like Finish Line or Foot Locker, and like, cause me and my friends were like big into shoes and stuff like that. But now I had no idea, you know, what was to come. As soon as I went to high school, everything changed. My whole life flashed before my eyes and changed, and it was all straight downhill. Like I went from heaven to hell, and it was so crazy, and I had no idea.
I would just get sucked up by all of the stuff.
And that's just oh so lonely. I'm so lonely.
There was so many people who were just so mean. Random people saying like, you suck, you look like a girl. I would shake it off and act like it didn't bother me, but that stuff bothered me. And then it affected how I acted and how I treated people. And it's just this ongoing like cycle of like hurt people.
And that's
I just
why
was
I'm
this
scared
young like kid.
right now of the future, because I don't want to be people.
It makes me sad, you know. I like cry every time.
It makes you sad?
Yeah.
Like I'm watching it and like there's a moment of sadness for like how quickly it all happened.
Yeah, I mean, like it brings you back. I mean, does it for you?
You are this like star that is supposed to have it all together, and you don't realize the power of just saying, hey, this is how I'm feeling. I just kind of let the insecurities of everything going on dictate how I kind of started to move.
We're looking at it as like, wow, that sucks. I'm sorry you went through that, for real. So he was in the booth the other day for the acoustic, and he couldn't get the words out, and he broke down and cried. And our conversation before that was like, have you actually spoken about what this song actually means to you? And you hadn't.
Man, I think that there was times where I was really, really suicidal. Like really like, man, is this pain ever gonna go away? It was so consistent. The pain was so consistent. I was just suffering, right? So I'm just like, man, I would rather not feel this than feel this. I really do believe that God works all things together for good, and I think sometimes it's hard to see that when things are so messy, and I think that that allows me to have this overwhelming confidence.
If I could do it all over again, I would have had you in therapy day one, having someone separate from all of us to talk to and express and everything. I was 25.
There was so much that happened that like we didn't take the time to explain, but it's because I didn't even think to explain it to you.
And then I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, there's so many tragedies that could have been avoided. But then by the end, I'm like, there he is though. And I know that person, I know you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is a celebration.
I just would encourage people like, hey, if you're feeling lonely, talk about it. Say it out loud. There's a freedom in that. I could have avoided a lot of pain.
All right, let's see.
It's amazing that you brought us back to where, for me, it all started with Justin, to Atlanta, Georgia, a kid with floppy hair that no one really knows what to expect. And now I can say he is the biggest entertainer alive right now. And he is surrounded by good, beautiful people.
I can't believe that was that long ago.
That was 4.5 years ago. A lot has happened, obviously, in 4.5 years. I mean, how many kids have you had
Since then, two.
2 kids.
You got married?
Both of us have gotten married since then. We're more present now than any of those times, any of those videos.
Take it a step further. I'm glad you're alive.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like there were some times there where I was like, okay, We got another day.
If you were to tell me right now, when he was 16,
going in pizza shops and just getting in people's face.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you doing?
Like, now our conversations are like, the trip's gonna be so great, I can't wait. Like, SNL is gonna be great. Now, like, there's a joy in the work and there's a pleasure in the work. And like, there isn't like a hard stop of when it ends, because we're all just gonna go spend time together afterwards anyway.
You know, we got to, you know, do all this cool stuff. We made some mistakes along the way, but that perspective, like, look at what we get to do.
And even be able to sit here and reminisce.
Yeah.
And have it filmed. And like, you know, tell a story, right? Like, it's just
because right now, like, the door is opening, like, we get to have this film so that now we can hopefully tell this story and make a difference in somebody else's world, you know?
You said to me, I want to have Eddie Benjamin be a part of this because he's the next generation. And I wish I had a mentor.
Love it.
Everybody's laughing in my mind. Rumors spreading about this other guy. Will you do what you did when you did with me? Does he love you the way I care? Did you forget all the plans that you made with me? 'Cause baby, I didn't. That should be me holding your hand. That should be me making you laugh. That should be me. This is so sad. That should be me. That should be me. That should be me feeling your kiss. That should be me buying you gifts. This is so wrong. I can't go on till you believe that that should be me.
How did you deal with kind of this immense pressure from such a young age?
Well, I'd just say that I didn't handle it very well for a while. I think I let the, you know, insecurities and the fears of kind of win, in a sense of like, I felt like everyone wanted to have control over my life. I felt like there was so many people who wanted me to be, so I rebelled against that, and I wanted to go the complete opposite way.
How did you deal with like kind of the opinions and the differences in creative choices?
There's gonna be people who come around who just want to take. And if you're looking at the people who are just taking, you know, and you don't want to listen to their opinion. You got to listen to the people who are feeding into your life and giving you, you know, and I just, you know, I would just encourage you to listen to those people, and because you have so much ahead of you, bro. Like, I'm so excited to watch your journey. I'm so excited to watch you blossom into this incredible artist.
That should be me. You said you needed a little time for my mistakes. It's funny how you use that time to have me replay. Do you think that I wouldn't see you out at the movies? What you doing to me? You're taking them where we used to go. Now if you're trying to break my heart, it's working, cause you know that should be me. Feeling your kiss, that should be me. Making you laugh, that should be me. This is so sad, that should be me. That should be me, that should be me. Feeling your kiss, that should be me. Buying you gifts, this is so wrong. I can't go on till you believe that that should be me.
That was beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Good job. You too.
At 26, you are really in a position where you can give a ton of powerful advice. Why are you choosing to go and do things like that?
It becomes an actual honor and a privilege to help people. There's such a fulfillment there.
Oh God, running to the altar like a track star.
I want to show the good stuff. I want to show the bad stuff. And right now happens to be a really special, good season.
But the way that we love in the night gave me life, baby, I can't explain.
I don't feel like we've ever arrived. I don't feel like I'm finally there. I just feel like I want this to last. I want this to, you know, I don't know what's gonna come next. If I can use this gift.
Sound like they're doing the freaking Mighty Ducks, quack, quack, quack.
Know what's gonna come next. If I can use this gift to help people, just what I want to do. Even the story of Jesus, he came to serve. He gave us a template of what true fulfillment looks like. And I'm really excited to share this with people.
Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can we another second? Oh God, running to the altar like
I love you, man. I'm so grateful that you're helping me tell this story.
No, you crushed it.
This is a wild, wild ride, and I'm happy to be doing it with you guys.
Can't wait to watch this footage in 10 years.
Right?
Oh, damn! Let's go! Running to the altar like a track star. Can we another second? 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy.
I'd like to readdress the donut.
Oh, God.
That donut was fine.
No, I put them there. It's crazy. You were a gross monkey. Oh,
Knowing my little kid self, I probably would have done the same shit.
I put them there. It doesn't matter who put them in the garbage.
It didn't touch anything.
It was a disgusting trash can in Madison Square Garden. I'm sorry.
The box
Yeah.
Guys, we're in the middle of COVID and you're still gonna fight with me?
And he just left it there.
It's in like a rogue hallway.
It's literally, what's the difference? It was sitting on the top layer in a box.
It's a
None of
raised
this.
edge.
This is an edge that's up. Edge. Everything's in the box still. If it was in the garbage, I could see where that would be a problem. But we can clearly see these donuts.
Look at this. Look at this tattered side. How do you know nothing slid down, went back up? You don't know.
Grow up, Allison.
Grow up. You're the one eating donuts from the garbage.
I put them there.
I don't care.
He's out.
He left.
He's gone.
Just lay down. Enjoy yourself. Lay down. You have a lot. You have a good life. There's no reason for you to be acting like this. Great life. Great family.
I've kept it all these years. I got this in the trash. Eat it. This is the exact same donut I pulled out of that damn trash can.
So happy
and it's
we're
still
still
good to this
talking.
damn day.
A decade later.
Why are we still talking about the donut?
Oh man, wow, that was amazing to rewatch all of that again. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Let me know, if you guys want to talk about anything in the comment section, about all this, or you want to know anything about me that I didn't explain type shit in the video. And just like he said, we're all going through shit, and if you believe in God and stuff like that, like I do, he's always there for you. So yeah, have a good one.
Kicsit prolip, kicsit basz. Adok a zsebek, amiről levagerolok, a DJ-ről tapasz. Hiába vagyok